What's up, tribe? Happy hump day. Hey, happy hump day. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Yana says she's going straight to the balcony. Okay, girl. The balcony is open. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Listen, we're gonna get a double header in here today. Maybe even a triple header. See if I run out of energy. Like yesterday I couldn't give y'all another one. I wanted to talk about this yesterday. Y'all know Pam brought us the breaking news, and then Thais did the after show, and St. James and Tim Reed and Cruiser talked about. Everybody was talking about it, but I got to get in where I fit in. I got to get in where I fit in, and I got something to say too. So, for those who need to be brought up to speed, yes, we know that last couple of weeks ago, TD Jakes filed this lawsuit. And in the lawsuit, I don't want to say too much because a lot of it they go over we're going to read through the document. And a lot of it, so he filed a lawsuit against Dwayne Youngblood. Well, he filed some additional paperwork, and we're going to read it through it. Like I said, I don't want to say too much because a lot of it is kind of in the paperwork. And when we get to the end, I'm going to let y'all know how I feel about it. Well, you know me, I can't help myself. I can't help but give commentary while I'm talking. So I'm going to be talking while we read through it, and I'll be explaining and all of those things. Yesterday, for those who were in my live yesterday, y'all know we did a super chat goal. I did do another goal today. I'm just playing around with it. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to send me a super chat, you can. I'm playing around with it. What I like about the goal is that they make us promise you guys something if we hit the goal, right? So yesterday, the promise was I would add an extra game. For game night, we would do an extra round of cahoots, and we're going to do that. So this time, the goal for this one, if we hit our goal, it is a members only live this weekend. Now, I know that don't help nobody but the people who are already members, but I have to put a goal in, and I'm just playing around with it, and just seeing how it works. So if you want to cash at me, you can, especially my members. That means we'll have a members only live. But again, we're just playing around with it today. But I won't be doing it every time I go live because I got to promise y'all something. And All right, so let's get into it. Let me share my screen and let's read through this paperwork. And again, once again, shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Tracy because y'all know, Tracy is the one that gets me what I need, honey. Let's get into it. All right, let's do this. Is this the right one? Okay. All right, come on in. Okay, so as you can see, let me make it bigger on the screen. Let me do it this way on the screen. All right, let's do it like this, and then I'll make it bigger. As you can see, when TD Jakes filed this lawsuit, he filed it. It's Thomas Dexter Jakes versus Dwayne Youngblood, and then he has John Doe's 1 through 10. Now, what we can almost say for certain with about a 99.99999 what's the word I'm looking for? Certainty is one of those John Doe's is Larry Reid, right? And that's why everybody's running with Larry Reid. We have absolutely no idea who the rest of these John Doe's are. We suspect, we think, especially after this paperwork, but we don't know who these John Doe's are, right? But we know that Larry Reid is referenced in this paperwork. So let's read through it and let's talk about it, okay? This is a plaintiff's brief in support of motion for expedited discovery. Now, you guys know that discovery is when both sides get to present whatever evidence they have. Well, actually, is it both sides? Pam will clear me up if I'm wrong. But they present the evidence that they have. So y'all have heard the term discovery before. Y'all been around here long enough to know what discovery we talking about, okay? So let me read through this. Plaintiff Thomas Dexter Jakes, by and through his undersigned counsel, files this brief in support of plaintiff's motion for expedited discovery that is limited to third-party subpoenas seeking solely documents. A, subpoena to be served on an individual that commands production of documents over a narrow time frame, and B, related a subpoena to be served on aforesaid individual's business that also commands production of documents over a narrow time frame. So basically, they want to try to get these subpoenas from a specific place for a specific period of time. we're gonna keep reading, but y'all can deduce, okay? Plaintiff anticipate that these two third-party subpoenas would substantially reveal the identities of John Does in this case and thus enable this litigation to proceed more expeditiously and efficiently for the reasons set forth below in counsel's affidavit in support of the motion filed concurrently here within the court should grant plaintiff's motion for expedited discovery. Okay, so they are asking the court to give them permission to subpoena certain people and entities for a certain long time. Okay, is that the wrong link? Hold on, Crystal. Did I do the wrong link again, child? Lord, me and this link. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Did I do the wrong link again? Give me a second. My apologies. Me and this daggone link. I don't know why I always do the wrong link. I don't know what I be doing. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me do the link again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to hold up the live. Let me get this link. Why in the world? I don't know why I keep doing the wrong link. Okay. Link. View link. You know what? I keep forgetting to copy the link. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. There it is. Crystal Marshall. There it is. And let me unlink that. So, okay. So let's keep reading while I unlink that other link because I pinned it. So I need to unpin it. All right. Let's keep reading. I'm sorry for the pause for the cause, y'all. I'm sorry for the pause for the cause. But somebody wanted to bless me. So I wanted to make sure that I get my blessing. I want to make sure I get my blessing. Okay. Relevant factual and procedural background. Okay. On November the 25th of 2024, plaintiff filed a complaint in this matter alleging that Dwayne Youngblood was liable and all defendants, including John Does 1 through 10, were liable for civil conspiracy to commit. Prior to instituting this proceeding on November the 22nd of 2024, counsel for plaintiff contacted the attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, that delivered a letter labeled as appearance letter, preservation notice, and offer settlement, indicating that he represented Mr. Youngblood by telephone and left a voicemail to return the call. That call was never returned. Once the complaint was filed by email dated November the 25th, counsel contacted attorney Blackburn to inquire whether he would accept service on behalf of his client. In response, we were unceremoniously told to proverbially pound sand. Yeah, they put that in quotes, which tells me that's what that man told them. He told him to pound sand. I don't know how to take. They told that man to pound sand. I don't know how to take that. Yeah, they told that man. They want to know if they could serve the attorney instead of in lieu of serving Tyrone Blackburn. And in lieu of Youngblood. And Blackburn said pound sand. Sir. Okay. All right. Moving right along. Told him to pound sand. By December the 4th of 2024, efforts to serve Mr. Youngblood have been unsuccessful. Accordingly, in an email exchange dated November the 4th with attorney Blackburn, we inquired as to whether Mr. Blackburn had changed his position regarding waiver of service. In response, once again, attorney Blackburn refused to waive service, insisting that plaintiff serve Mr. Youngblood. Attorney Blackburn never stated whether he represented Mr. Youngblood for the purposes of this lawsuit. So y'all know that when, a lot of times in legal cases, I shouldn't say a lot of times, but it happens in legal cases where your attorney can be served in lieu of them trying to find you, right? Rather than trying to chase you around, knock on your door, find you at work, serve you down to the coffee shop, getting your morning brew. You know what I'm saying? And Tyrone Blackburn was like, nah, go find them. You can't send it to me. You go find Youngblood. Thank you, Ray Bishop. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you, my love. He said, you go find him. Subsequently, plaintiff was able to officiate service on defendant Youngblood, and on December the 9th, the clerk of the court noted that the summons had been returned, executed by the plaintiff, and that the defendant was served late in the evening of December the 4th. So y'all know last week people did videos saying that Youngblood had officially been served. Okay, cool. Youngblood's answer is due on December the 26th. At this point, no attorney has filed a notice of appearance on behalf of defendant Youngblood, and Mr. Youngblood explicitly rejected an offer to accept more time to respond to the complaint. So what they're saying is he has until December the 26th to respond, but not only has he not, we don't see anything about him responding. We don't even know if he has an actual attorney. And we gave him the opportunity to extend his time, and he was like, nah, I'm good. The way I look at it is December the 26th is next week. Like, he has a whole week to respond. We've seen these things be filed in the middle of the night. Like, we know they do this kind of stuff. So I don't know. I guess they're anticipating that he won't respond. I don't know. Plaintiff submits that based on the exchanges with Attorney Blackburn and the absence of any notice of appearance in this litigation on behalf of Mr. Youngblood, reasonably speaking, we do not have opposing counsel with whom we can confer on the subject of this motion. We do not anticipate defendant Youngblood to provide information at this juncture and will resolve the subject of this motion. Given the criminal background of... Y'all, they're going to call this man a criminal every chance they get. Every chance they get, they're going to call this man a criminal, y'all. Every chance they get, they're going to call... Okay, given his criminal background, defendant Youngblood, and on information and belief, the prior background of his co-conspirators. See, now you're saying his co-conspirators are criminals too. You don't know. How you know they criminals? You talking about you don't even know who they are. They just John Doe's 1 through 9. Because we think we know 1 is Larry Reid, but they just John Doe's 2 through 10 or 1 through 9 or however you want to do it. You can't call these people criminals. You don't know. We submit that there's a very real danger that the information plaintiff seeks to identify John Doe's and provide a proper factual articulation in the amended complaint will not be preserved long enough to be available through the normal discovery process. They think people are going to destroy documents. Like, for example, let's say they are looking at Larry Reid. They think that maybe Larry Reid might get rid of videos or something. But they still there. Google can give y'all whatever Larry Reid got. If it's a video, I don't think Larry Reid would delete anything. But if he did, child, you can get it. What you think they're going to do? Okay, let me just keep reading. Here, plaintiff asserts and a prima facie claim, y'all know I didn't go to law school, okay, for conspiracy to commit defamation. Plaintiff alleges that defendant Youngblood acted with others to publish and broadcast the false claim that Bishop Jakes groomed him and assaulted him. Youngblood, on a podcast reaching over 100,000 people, knowingly made such false claims on a podcast that reaches such a broad audience of listeners would harm Bishop Jakes. To wit, a person believed to be acting in concert with defendant Youngblood. They talking about Larry Reid. That is the podcaster identified in the complaint as a co-conspirator. That's Larry Reid. Falsely claimed in sum and substance that Bishop Jakes has engaged in settlement discussions with Youngblood regarding his claims, therefore trying to give a patina of veracity to defendant Youngblood's accusations. Those are just fancy words for saying that basically, yeah, they want more than a video. You right. You right, girl. I mean say girl, but you know what I'm saying. You right. Listen. Hey, Mrs. Parker, thank you for being a member for 19 months. 2024 is the year of exposure and frivolous lawsuits. Ooh. So, what they saying is, we believe that Larry Reid and Youngblood were in cahoots together. We feel like they were working together and they were in cahoots together. That's what they say. Okay, defendant Youngblood asserts that TD Jakes restrained him and forcibly kissed him, as opposed to the first podcast where defendant Youngblood alleges that that they embraced at the end of an hour-long, wide-ranging conversation about faith and parents. That's in the first lawsuit that his story changed from the first podcast to the second one. Plaintiff alleges that a primary motivation for these acts is money. The defendants demanded $6 million, or in effect, the podcast, with 2 of which had already been produced, would continue. And yet a third podcast that aired mere hours after the complaint in this action was filed on November the 25th, the podcaster admitted that he had seen at least some portion of the $6 million extortion letter sent to the plaintiff, and further admitted that he knew about the letter. Now, and then they say the timestamp, which video it is, and the timestamp of that video. Seymour, over the podcaster, states that he knew the letter was being emailed to Bishop Jakes. Again, they give the timestamp and the name of the video. Jakes, and then it says, in other podcasts, the podcaster concedes that he often pays interviewees on his show, and that to the extent that they realize financial compensation for their grievances, the podcaster expects to be compensated. Now, they didn't tell us what video that was said in. Now, I ain't saying Larry said it or didn't say it, because y'all know I don't know. But they ain't give us a timestamp for when Larry said that. But what they're saying is that Larry made the statement that, basically I expect to get broken. I get a little break me off a little piece of that Kit Kat bar if things go the way you want them to go. That's what they're saying here. Moreover, in the earlier November the 3rd, 2024 podcast, the podcaster admits that he has knowledge of monies that might be paid to defendant Youngblood as a result of his interviews. Again, they don't have a timestamp for that. I ain't saying Larry didn't say it or said it. I'm just telling you, they had timestamps for the other stuff. They don't have no timestamp for this. Okay. More particularly, during the November the 3rd broadcast, Youngblood is asked by a guest whether anyone has reached out to pay him off. The podcaster interposes his own answer to the question by stating in substance that he can answer that question for sure, responding in the positive. Now, they do get the timestamp of that right there. They do have that timestamp right there. I find it interesting that they have a timestamp for some stuff, but they don't have a timestamp for other stuff. That doesn't mean Larry didn't say it. I just find it interesting that sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes they got a timestamp, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. You know what I'm saying? People getting lawsuits for Christmas, child. All I want for Christmas is a new lawsuit. Okay. At this point, plaintiff submits that we have a reasonable basis to believe the podcaster, they talking about Larry Reid, has knowledge of defendant Youngblood's plan to obtain money by making false statements against the plaintiff, including knowledge about the $6 million extortion letter sent to the plaintiff, and some financial compensation was provided to defendant Youngblood by the podcaster to participate in the podcast interview where the false statements were launched. I have can I stop and take a question right here? And I mean, some of y'all might be able to answer this, some of y'all might not, but I do have a question. So Larry Reid said that he does pay for interviews. A lot of people pay for interviews. Tasha K, we know, pays for, she'll pay travel and glam and stuff. We know Tasha K pays. We know that, what's that dude I don't like, that all the drug dealers do the interviews with, DJ Vlad. We know that he pays. A lot of people pay for interviews. We know that, right? So what they're saying is Larry Reid pays for interviews, and I guess they're trying to assert that Larry knew this man was lying, but he paid him to come on and tell his lies. Larry has said that he believes him. He doesn't believe he's lying. He doesn't have any fact. I mean, he doesn't have, but if somebody tell you a story, don't you have a right to believe them? I'm just asking. I mean, I'm just playing both sides of the coin. I'm just trying to look at this because I feel like I've interviewed people and they've made assertions. I mean, I haven't, obviously I don't have the numbers that Larry Reid has and stuff like that. But if I bring somebody on my platform and I interview them and I say, so you said that, you saved 10 people out of a burning building. Can you tell me the story? And they give me this whole elaborate story about saving 10 people out of a burning building. I'm liable if they lied. I'm just saying. Let me just read. Let me keep reading. I'm just asking the question. Y'all put it in the chat. Tell me what y'all think. I'm just asking questions. I'm just throwing stuff out. Okay. Youngblood. Okay, probably submits defending Youngblood, his co-conspirator. Okay. Plaintiff submits that there was a plan between and among defending Youngblood and his co-conspirators, including the podcaster, to share in the anticipated extortion payment once made. Moreover, the podcaster was able to realize other channels of financial gain by launching this series of podcasts related to defendants Youngblood false statements against the plaintiff. So, excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hey, attorneys for Bishop Jakes. Hey, I got a question. How you know they was going to split the pie? According to you, there was an extortion letter for $6 million. Now, Youngblood, Blackbird said it was a demand letter. Y'all saying it was an extortion letter. Tomato. I haven't seen the letter. I don't know what the wording was. But let's just say for a minute, let's say you did pay them. What proof or evidence do you have that Larry Reid expected to get a piece of that pie? I'm confused. I mean, to me, that just seems like a wide leap to say, I'm going to read it again. Defendant Youngblood and his co-conspirators, we know that they including Larry Reid as one of the co-conspirators. It's what it says, including the podcaster, to share in the anticipated extortion payment once made. That is a very strong accusation to make. And I'm just wondering, y'all have no timestamp for that? And then it says that other channels made money off of it and did. On November the 25th of 2024, podcast alone, by podcasters' own admission on the live show, which attracted 5,600 viewers on YouTube. At the end of the show, the podcaster requested that those 5,607 persons make a donation to show if they enjoyed the update. The banner appeared on screen advertising that such donations could be made through a wide number of mechanisms, including PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. Shall Larry do that every time he go live? Hell, I do it. Every YouTuber, every's a strong word. A whole lot of places do that. They say you can donate. And especially if you bring people on your channel, they do that all the time. Say, well, put your Cash App up if people want to bless you. We do that all the time. I mean, I'm asking for money now with my super chat goal. I mean, my Cash App is scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen right there. Okay. All right. I mean, Larry does it every time he go live. He give you a number. He say the number for today is $4.54. If you can pay $4.54, $14.54, $40.54, $400. He does it every time. Okay. All right. The identity of John Doe is essential to officially advancing this matter. Without the requested early discovery described herein, plaintiff submits that he will be unreasonably delayed in amending the complaint to include other culpable parties, risk iterative conferences with the court once those parties are later added during traditional formal discovery, and suffers the burden, along with other litigants, of potentially avoidable disjointed motions initially challenging the complaint, which in turn will likely disrupt the orderly flow of the case management plan in this case. What time is it? I got to keep up with my time. Okay. Here, the plaintiff knows the identity of the podcaster. However, Bishop Jakes requires expedited discovery to further develop the factual matter to properly and appropriately support naming the podcaster and the podcaster company as named defendants in this case in accordance with federal rules of civil procedure. Plaintiff anticipates that the requested information in connection with these two subpoenas will also reveal the identity of the other John Does with whom will also be named as a result of the expedited discovery. So let me just break all of that down, because if you watched Pam yesterday, you already know what it is. But if you didn't watch Pam Esquire, let me break down what's going on here. They want the court to give them a subpoena for Larry Reid and Larry Reid Live. And what they want to get, or what they're hoping to get out of those subpoenas, Y'all know how Larry has been bragging for at least the last year. It's been at least a year. We know it might have been a little bit longer because, but it's been at least a year that Larry Reid has been bragging that he knows of other people, right? He said for a fact that he knows of other people. He said he has seen evidence. He said that he knows of other conversations that have happened between Bishop Jake's people and other people. He said he knows that there have been other settlements made. Now, that came from Larry Reid's mouth, not mine. I didn't make that up. You can go see it. Larry Reid said it. Put one in the chat if you heard Larry Reid say that. If you listen to Larry, we have heard Larry say that he knows of other people. He knows of other settlements, that money that's been paid. He has seen things. That's what he said. Larry said it. Now, if it's a lie, Larry told it. I didn't tell it. Now, if Ray, you be around, am I saying it wrong? Am I misrepresenting what people done said, what Larry done said? Because I don't want to lie on that man. My chat's not moving. So if y'all talking, I don't see it. My chat ain't moving. Hold on. Let me look at my phone because my chat ain't moving. Hold on. Y'all might not be talking. Y'all not talking to me, or is my chat just tripping? Hold on. Let me see what my chat doing. Oh, no. Y'all just ain't talking. Okay. Y'all not talking to me? Somebody tell me if I'm lying. I don't want to be lying on Larry. It might be stream, y'all, because the chat is not moving. Okay, I see. All right, now I see people talking. Okay, you put a one in. Okay, thank you, lovely true. Thank you, lovely true Red. Let me know I ain't lying on this man, because Lord knows I don't want to lie on Larry, but I know what I heard. So that's what they're trying to do. Basically, they're trying to force Larry to give up the names of these John Does and these other people. That's the John Doe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what they're trying to do. And they're saying in order for us to get those names, Your Honor, we need to be able to subpoena Larry Reid and Larry Reid's production company in order to get that information. And so that's why they're really trying to make it seem like there's a connection, a conspiracy between Youngblood and Larry Reid. They're trying to make it seem like they were working on this together to try to justify getting this information. That's what's really going on here. Now I'm gonna read through. They said they have the legal standard. This is the legal standard for the expedited discovery. And basically they're just going through what the law says. I'm gonna read it to you real quick. Plaintiff acknowledges that generally the federal rules of civil procedure do not permit formal discovery before the required Rule 26 scheduling conference. However, courts may prevent an expedited discovery before the conference upon showing good cause. Good cause may be found where the need for expedited discovery in consideration of the administration of justice outweighs the prejudice. Courts routinely allow early discovery where it will substantially contribute to moving the case forward. It is narrowly tailored for that purpose. Among the other factors courts consider whether a preliminary injunction is pending, the breadth of discovery request, the purpose of requesting the expedited discovery, the burden of the defendant for compliance of the requested discovery. So what they're basically saying is we need to get this now. Thank you, Ray. It's all good. I just want to make sure. Okay, y'all tripping. Oh, Vintage said we only got 66 likes and 166 people in the room. Can I get 40 more likes? Can I at least get 100 likes, y'all? There's 160 of y'all in here. Can y'all please give me 100 more likes? I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, Ray said I wasn't lying. I know Ray be around because I see Ray in all the chats that I'm in, so I know he hear what I hear. I just want to make sure. Lock Queen said I'm right. Queen Capricorn. But thank y'all. Stop me when I'm lying. So what they're saying is Larry Reid has the information that we need in order to be able to file the lawsuit against all the people that we think are lying on TD Jakes, and we want to be able to include all of them in the lawsuit. And the faster we can get this information, the faster we can add these people to the lawsuit. And they say we want to try to save the court a bunch of time. That's really what they're saying. Thank you, Crystal Marshall. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Okay. All right, we almost done going through this, y'all. We on page 7 out of 10. We almost done. Here's the argument. Good cause exists in this instance. As a threshold matter, plaintiff deserves a prompt adjudication of his claims against the defendants, which necessarily begins with the ability to identify the person involved with defendant Youngblood in his effort to systematically defame Bishop Jakes in exchange for a payoff and other related financial gains. Plaintiff has already developed some information that will support factual articulation of at least one co-conspirator, but requires additional specific information that will support elaboration of the conspiracy claim, including the mechanics of the conspiratorial conduct, thus bringing to light an even clearer picture of the behavior at issue in this case and the persons involved. This particular need directly supports the administration of justice in this cause. Child, they said we need to get this information to be able to prove the conspiracy. Defendant Youngblood is not prejudiced by this expedited discovery and does not impose any hardship upon him. This application does not deprive Defendant Youngblood of opportunity to object to the intended Rule 45 subpoena because naturally he is able to articulate any opposition by responding to this motion. Moreover, the returns from the Rule 45 subpoenas will be made available to Defendant Youngblood in the normal course and is required by the FRCP, that's the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Rule 45 do not require any production from the defendant. So even if Defendant Youngblood is pro se in this action, meaning he don't have an attorney, the application does not request any material from him where he might otherwise be prejudiced in the absence of an attorney. So basically what they're saying is, if the judge were to grant this, it's not going to hurt Youngblood. We trying to get to Larry. It ain't going to hurt Youngblood. We trying to get to Larry. Okay? They're trying to get to Larry. Okay? Okay. The request can be grouped analytically in the following manner. Requests 1 through 3 intended to establish actual identification, which is critical for properly identifying the punitive defendant. So they want to know who these people are. Requests 4 through 5, probative of the relationship and interactions between the punitive defendant and Defendant Blackburn over an approximate 3-month time frame, encompassing a period slightly before the first podcast and the period during the two. So they want to see, when did Larry and Blackburn start talking and start corresponding? When did they start planning these podcasts? They say they want to look at the period of time 3 months prior to the podcast. Request 6 through 8. Information that will likely elaborate upon statements already made by the broadcaster, including his knowledge about the November 15th extortion letter and his interaction with Attorney Blackburn prior to the letter being sent to the plaintiff. So we want to know, did you talk to this attorney before that letter got sent out? When, where, and how? Did you talk to that attorney before the letter was sent out? That's what they want to know. Request 9, data and material that would augment plaintiff's current understanding about the punitive defendant's financial motivation. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I didn't know my ringer was on. Turn my ringer off. Okay. Financial motivation to act in furtherance of and in accord with Defendant Youngblood's false allegations against Bishop Jakes. Fundamentally, none of the requests 1 through 3 can reasonably pose a burden to the punitive defendant. Proving your actual legal name and address is something most persons engage with every day. So again, they're trying to say, listen, we want the data. Y'all know what that is. Data is phone numbers, videos, phone calls, voicemails, emails, data. We know what data is. So they want the data, and they want to see when Larry Reid was talking to these people. They're talking about how the request ain't gonna cause no problems, child. Okay. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, that was filed on yesterday, okay? Let me come over here and tell y'all what I think about this, okay? Regardless of how you might personally feel about Larry Reid, regardless of how you might personally feel about TD Jakes, regardless of how you might personally feel about Youngblood, as a YouTuber, I have to look at this through the lens of what I do here every day, right? I want my channel to grow. I want to become somebody that has over 100,000 subscribers. And when I go live, I want that, right? Why would I be doing this if I didn't want to grow my channel? So when I look at it from that perspective, and I have to say to myself, okay, I get it. People lie. I'm not saying Larry Reid is lying. I mean, that Youngblood is or is not lying. But okay, people lie. We know people lie. We can't say for certain whether somebody is lying or not, right? But you're saying that we believe that Youngblood and Larry Reid created this conspiracy, and that Larry Reid knew that Youngblood was lying when he brought him on his channel. And because we believe that he was lying and that he is part of this whole elaborate setup, we now want to get a subpoena for Larry Reid's records, Larry Reid's phone calls and emails, and we want to try to prove the conspiracy. So it's almost like we're telling you there's a conspiracy, but we don't have a lot of proof that there's a conspiracy. But in order to prove the conspiracy, we need you to give us the subpoena to find the information to prove the conspiracy, not against Youngblood, but against the person that did the interview with him. Yeah, I feel like that's a stretch. Now, I ain't no attorney, and I ain't been to nobody's law school. I listened to Pam yesterday. I listened to Thais yesterday. I even listened to some other, I listened to a little bit of Tim, a little bit of St. James. I listened to all the different people. I feel like it's a stretch, y'all. And as somebody that does this, I feel like this is a dangerous slope. Regardless of how you feel about Larry Reid or Youngblood, you might feel like Youngblood is full of ish. Maybe. He may be. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what that man did or didn't do. I don't know what TD Jakes did or didn't do. What I am going to say is, doesn't he have a right to tell? Well, no, I shouldn't say that, because his story, if he lying, that ain't, whatever. But what I am going to say is, if you feel like Larry created the conspiracy, then sue Larry. I feel like this is an end around. See, let me tell y'all what I really think is going on. This is what I really think is going on. I feel like this is an end around to try to get the information that Larry has been bragging about for the last year or so about what he knows and what he does not know about Bishop Jakes. You can believe or not believe what Larry's saying. I don't care. That ain't what I'm talking about. Larry might be full of ish. Larry might be telling the truth. I don't know. Wasn't there? I ain't never talked to none of these people. But what it sounds like to me is that that TD Jakes and his camp want what Larry allegedly knows. And once they're able to get those names from Larry. What email, boo? Hold on. Tracy said, did you get my email? Hold on. Let me see what Tracy done sent me, Chad. Y'all know Tracy be sending me treats all day long. Is this the same one we went over, Tracy? Isn't this the one we already went over last week? Busby? I think it's the one we already went over. I don't like Tasha K, but this is a slippery slope. Started with Cardi B versus Tasha K. Then the messy hoe. Ooh. Oh, hey, what's up? There's an all-out assault on silencing YouTubers. In my opinion, he's concerned about what receipts Larry Reid allegedly had. I'll tell you, that's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope. Let me say this. Tasha K, in my opinion, had she had a better lawyer, she wouldn't have lost that case. She, that's a perfect example of showing up. You showing up to a shooting match with a knife. Like, you went in there, you were being sued in a civil case for defamation with somebody that does criminal prosecution. It's not the same. Like, people think that just because you're a lawyer, everybody can do the same thing. No, everybody can't do the same thing. I believe, and I've talked to other attorneys about this, had she had a better lawyer, Tasha K probably wouldn't have lost that case. But neither here nor there. And Tasha K was her own worst enemy. But I agree, El Teddy, it is a slippery slope. But I'm with Crystal on this. I believe with you, Crystal. In my opinion, he's concerned about what receipts Larry Reid allegedly had. Let me explain something. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, Mr. TD Jakes, sir. This is just my opinion. If I'm gonna use my brother, I'm gonna use El Teddy for an example. If El Teddy goes on his channel and he starts talking about, oh my gosh, Y'all should have seen Really B this weekend. Really B was down to New Orleans and she was doing this and doing that. And she was dancing on the pole. And she got kicked out of the Superdome because she was drunk. And da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. And if he starts telling all these stories, and I know, one, he won't even in New Orleans. And two, I know that it is all a lie. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not going to put that much energy into proving him wrong when I know he's lying. Tracy says she would believe him 100%. But I feel like Larry Reid has been talking for over a year that I know of. Larry Reid has been talking for over a year about knowing things. He knows people, places, things. He's got facts. He's got evidence. He knows this. He knows that. It makes me feel like if none of these people, none of these John Does that Larry Reid allegedly knows of, if none of these John Does have gone public, they haven't done an interview, they haven't gone to Tasha K, they haven't gone to Larry Reid, they haven't gone to none of these other people to tell their story, why are you so worried about it? And that doesn't mean that I believe it or that it's true. I'm just wondering if none of these, Larry been talking for over a year, y'all. He really been talking about TD Jakes longer than that, but we know for a fact, because that was last Christmas. El Teddy know that was last Christmas that TD Jakes stuff broke. And baby, we was on it. Okay, Larry was El Teddy was going live. I was going live. We was getting 1,000 people in the chat. We was getting good numbers. That was last Christmas. It's been over a year and nothing has been said. Manasseh ain't even go live and do another. He did that one live and we ain't heard from Manasseh since. So why are you so worried about who John Doe 1 through 10 is? I just got questions. I just got questions. Why are you so worried about it, sir? I ain't saying it's true. I'm just wondering why you so worried about it. Am I tripping? Y'all see what I'm on? Y'all understand what I'm putting down? Y'all feel what I'm picking up? Y'all putting it down? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yes, that probably was a bad example because El Teddy do be lying on me all the time. That probably wasn't the best example. Maybe if I had said Abby, because that wouldn't have been a good example either. But y'all get the point. Honey, I got all I got all the Jake stir from Larry, Sarah, Core, TD, Core, husband, Sarah, son. Lord have mercy. As my grandchildren say, a hit dog will holler. It just seems to me like his attorneys are working real hard for something that I'm really trying to figure out. Why are you poking at something that ain't poked at you? These alleged victims ain't said shit. If the worst person, let's just call a thing a thing, and then we're gonna get out of here. But let's call a thing a thing. Dwayne Youngblood on a good day is a horrible, horrible, horrible accuser. Can we call a thing a thing? If Jakes, hey, if Youngblood is the worst, is the best thing that has come out and accused you of something, sir, I would sit down and cross my legs and chew my gum, because this man has been convicted not once, not twice, but I want to say 3 times, but I know 2 times at least, for doing the exact same thing that he's accusing you of doing to him. I would let... Sir, ain't nobody else said nothing. Hey, Bishop, nobody else has said anything. Why are you worried about these people talking? Why are you worried about all these people that Larry allegedly done seen her? Larry promised us lawsuits 6, 8, 9 months ago and ain't nothing happened. Larry said he saw it. Larry said he know it. Larry said the people done told him. Okay. Okay. Ray Bishop, you said, or is it better to email? Hold on, let me scroll up. Ray, did you say something else? I must have missed the first part. Hold on. Ray, what'd you say? I didn't see the first part of what you said. You said it was he has freedom of speech, but not freedom from consequence. He does. You're right, Ray. He does. Did you say something else? I didn't. If you said something else, I didn't see the first part. You said, or is it better to email? Are you talking about sending me something? Because if you're talking about sending me something, you can send it me on IG or you can email it to me. It doesn't matter either way. If you don't have my Instagram, my email is ReallyBthePodcast@gmail.com. If you were talking about sending me something. I just didn't see the first part of it. I think StreamYard is playing. It's cutting up again. I keep saying I got to play with. Over the holiday, I'm gonna play with that other Restream, and then I'm gonna play with the one El Teddy showed me again. I'll play with it again. Because I think YouTube is acting up. Lord, I'm late, Sugars. Hey, Cruz, I love how she say that, Sugar. Cruz, I'm just going over this TDJ stuff. I'm just trying to figure out why TDJ's worried about people that ain't said nothing. Why are you trying to subpoena Larry Reid to tell you who all these John Does are, and them John Does ain't bothered you? If the best witness they have is Youngblood, and my thing is, there may very well be people waiting in the wings. You're right. It may be somebody waiting in the wings to tell his story or her story. Then sue them when they tell it. But that's why I titled my video what I titled it and said he coming for Larry Reid, because if this was really about the people that is suing him now, then deal with Youngblood, and that should be easy work. That should be easy work. Youngblood he's not the best witness. That doesn't mean he's lying. I don't know that man, but he's not the best witness. Deal with the person that made the accusation. Why are you trying to subpoena Larry Records to try to set up a conspiracy, and then you want him to turn over the other names? That just sounds like a stretch to me. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point. If you have not done so already, if you could please hit that like button, I appreciate it. If you're new here, go on and subscribe, child. We have a good time. El Teddy will be going live in about 20 minutes. So y'all make sure y'all head on over. Does this work? It works, Cruiser. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Yes, it works. Cruiser. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna still want a cruiser. Tell the Lord, thank you. Chuck say Jakes is showing his hand. He's showing something, y'all, because it just seems like he's doing a lot. I don't know. Just sound like he's doing a lot to get what Larry Reid allegedly has, and Larry Reid been talking for over a year and ain't nothing dropped yet. And that doesn't mean that Larry is lying. I'm just saying this man been talking for a year about what's going to happen that ain't happened yet. Why you worried? I wouldn't be worried about it. Like, you just emailed you. I sent a gram to. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Ray want me to see something real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna check that before I get off of here. Ray, that is hilarious to me. Your Instagram name is hilarious to me. Hold on. Oh Lord, y'all know I can't read. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you, Ray. Hold on. The downfall of TD Jakes is real. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Cross Country Cruiser. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. We might be here for another. Oh, Ray, thank you. Oh, Ray, I'm going to have to send you a tip, honey. Hold on. Woo! This might be good, y'all. And I'm just seeing this for the first time, so give me a second. Let me pull it up. Give me a minute to look at it, and then I'm going to share my screen. Let me get a second. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Lord. This thing. Okay. Oh, gosh. This is so small. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is page. Hold on. This is page 5 of 12. Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did. Hold on. Y'all know my eyes are bad. Give me a second. Hold, please. Give me a second to look at these documents. Ray just sent me something. Hold, please. Let me go to document A. That was document. Hold on. It's out of order. I ain't blaming you, Ray. I'm just saying it's out of order. I'm trying to get to the first page so I can read it again. I can read it on my phone. Maybe I should just go back to my phone. Hold on, y'all. Let me just go back to my phone. I might just have to child. You know, I'm blind over here. Okay, hold on. This says the United States District Court for the Western District of Pennsylvania. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to read it off my phone. Y'all know I like to share my screen, but I can't. It's out of order, and I don't want to hold up. Take it. Lovely True Rare said, take your time. This says, okay, these are the exhibits. This is dated December the 17th. So these are the exhibits. Okay. Subpoena to produce documents, information, or objects, or to permit inspection of premises on civil action. Okay, so this is what they're asking for. Hold on. Okay, the clerk didn't sign this, so y'all know I'm not an attorney. Give me a second. Oh, wait a minute. This is checked. You are commanded, but it's not signed by the clerk. So does that mean that the judge? Oh, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Y'all know I'm not an attorney. Give me a second. It says, I really want to put this up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I think this is it right here. Let me see something. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, no, I don't want that. Let me go back to my email. All right. Let me close that. Okay. Because if I open it this way, y'all probably won't be able to see it. But I'm going to share my screen anyway so y'all can see what I see. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can, to the best of my ability, I'm going to let y'all see what I see. And if there are any attorneys in the house that can help a sister out, let me know because I'm going to do the best I can. But it looks like it's the demand for the subpoena. But I'm trying to see, today's the 18th, right? So this was yesterday. So these are just the exhibits that went with that document, right, Ray? These are the exhibits that went with that document. Hold on. All right, I know y'all can't see that well. All right. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me see. So you see right here, it said, oh, shoot. Lord. Okay. I'm going to just read it from my phone because I'm taking up too much time. Okay. So what this says is, it's dated yesterday. It says the United States District Court for the Western District of Pennsylvania, the civil action. It is a subpoena to produce documents, information, or objects, or to permit inspection of premises in civil action. And it has specifically Larry Reid. It says production. You are commanded to produce at the time, date, and place set forth below the following documents, electronically stored information or objects, and to permit inspection, copying, testing, or sampling of the material. So I don't think this is, it looks like this is what they added to the form saying this is specifically what we want. Because it's not signed. I don't see where it's signed. The attorney signed it. It's dated. But it looks like that this is what they're asking for. This is 21 pages. I just want to make sure I'm reading it right. Okay, hold on. This is what they want, y'all. I'm going to read y'all what they're asking for. This is what this is. It's telling, thank you, Ray. Oh, let me stop sharing this. Thank you, Ray. It's saying what it is that they want, right? So this is specifically what they're looking for in the subpoena. You are so funny. I've never seen anyone take off their glasses to read. Child, listen. You know why? Because it's got these stupid, the bifocals thing in here, child. Anyway, yes. Listen, take off my glasses to read. You right. So this is what they want, y'all. They want documents sufficient to identify your true legal name, documents sufficient to identify your current address, and telephone number. Okay, hold on. We don't care about none of that. Documents and communications referring or relating to the transfer of any monies to Youngblood from August the 1st and through November the 25th. So they want to see if Larry Reid started paying Youngblood prior to the interview and how much he paid them. All documents and communications with attorney Tyrone Blackburn, including but not limited to settlement discussions referred to in, and then they say which episode of the podcast. All documents and communications referring or relating to the transfer of any monies. All documents and communication with Tyrone Blackburn, including but not limited to the settlement. Oh, I just read that already. All documents and communications with attorney Blackburn referring or relating to his letter demand. All documents related to the letter addressed. Oh, I think Tracy sent me all of this. I think Tracy sent me this, y'all. I just didn't read it. I think Tracy sent me all of this too. All documents to communication referring or relating to views of the October podcast, including communication pertaining to those views across social media accounts, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LarryReidLive.com. Documents sufficient to show the ownership structure of the Larry Reid Live LLC. Ooh. They want to see how his business is set up. Documents sufficient to show all revenue derived from and or money collected by you in connection with the October 28th Larry Reid Live episode. Ooh, wee. You and yours refers to Larry Reid Live LLC and or any predecessor entities together with their affiliates. Child, yeah, they coming after Larry. They want to know everything. And they are yeah, that's what this is. This is just the information for, thank you, Ray. Thank you, boo. This is the information. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But my original statement, I still stand by my original statement. I feel like they're doing a whole lot for information that Larry ain't never said publicly. I mean, he alluded to a lot of stuff, but he ain't said nothing. He ain't gave no names. He ain't talked about, well, this person said this and this person said that. Child, Ray, thank you, boo. But we about to get off of here. El Teddy gonna be live. Matter of fact, El Teddy, is your stuff set up for 5 o'clock? Because I'll go ahead and set up the redirect. Hold on, let me see if El Teddy already set up for 5 o'clock. Because that's 10 minutes. If he going live at 5 o'clock, we're gonna go ahead and just do the redirect, honey. Yeah, y'all, like you said, and I'm not saying that makes TDJs guilty. What I do think is that his curiosity has got the best of him, and he want to know who these people are. Who is saying I did anything to them? Whether they're telling the truth or not, I can't say. But I think that his curiosity has got the best of him. And you know what they said? Curiosity will do what? I'm just saying, they say curiosity will do what? So it seems to me like your curiosity might open up a can of worms that you may or may not want. That's all I'm saying. It may open up a can of worms that you may or may not want. I ain't saying he guilty. I'm not saying he did nothing. But it does sound like, it very much sounds like he is, he wants that information. He wants to know what Larry knows. That's what it sounds like to me. He wants to know what Larry knows. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, he want to know what Larry knows, honey. And Larry might not know nothing. I'm not saying he don't. I'm not saying he does. But Larry has been saying, what did Larry tell y'all when this lawsuit was first filed? All Larry kept saying was he shouldn't have done this. Larry kept saying he shouldn't have done this. This wasn't a good idea. He shouldn't have done this. Larry said that when Discovery's phase hit, it ain't going to look good. He said he shouldn't have done this. And that's what he said. That's what Larry said. Larry said he shouldn't have done this. Again, I don't know whether he should or shouldn't have. I wasn't there. But Larry Reid said this wasn't a good idea. And that's what the Larry Reid has said. He said this wasn't no good idea. Lord, I done typed in the wrong thing. Give me a second. I don't see it. LTD, you already set up? Okay, I'm looking for it. I don't see it. I don't know why your stuff never comes up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for LTD 27. All right, LTD 27 official, right? Oh, here it is. I found it. Matt Gaetz. All right. All right, we're sending the people over. Bye. Yes, the pound sand. Listen, he told him the pound sand. He told him the pound sand, child. I don't know. He said he talked if they asked him to. Listen, let me tell you something. Again, I don't know what Larry know, if Larry know. What I do know is what it sounds like to me is, at the very least, TD Jakes is curious about what Larry know. And I think more importantly, who Larry been talking to. Because Larry also brags a lot about knowing like people in TD's camp and people in Jakes' camp that called him or contacted him. And he has spoken about that as well. And I'm wondering if he also is curious to find out who in my camp is, but who is my Judas? You know what I'm saying? Who is my Judas? Baby. You're welcome, lovely True Red. Thank you for, let me go through. Thank you for the super chats. We had a goal of 10. I think we got 7. So we ain't hit our goal today, but that's okay, y'all. It's all right. Ray Bishop, thank you so much. Crystal Marshall, Cruiser. Thank you. Cross Country Cruiser. Thank you. Janetta, laughing at my glasses. Thank you. So yeah, we ain't quite hit our goal, but like I said, it's all good, y'all. We cool. We good. I'm gonna call him Dexter from now. I'm gonna call him Dexter. Now I'm gonna call him Dexter. You can't call that man Dexter. Yeah, DB, we were. All I know is YouTube is working overtime for sure. I pray 2025 move a little better because we have an inauguration to deal with. Well, look, El Teddy about to give us some political breakdown. So he talking about Matt Gaetz. Baby, Matt Gaetz, you might be in trouble. Matt Gaetz, you might be in trouble because they said that they about to release your report. And baby, we gonna read it. If they release that report, baby, we gonna read it. That's what they said. They said they're gonna release the report. And we gonna read it. Okay. Church announcements. If you like the cruise, thank you, Cruise, for dropping down. We'll do some church announcements. If you are interested in cruising, Cruiser is going on a cruise. Lord, that's a tongue tie. Cruiser is going on a cruise this summer with St. James. So if you're interested, y'all reach out to her right there. If you don't have her contact information, I'll get you her email. If you are interested in doing a cruise, and what is it, June? Was it June of 2024? I mean, Lord, 2025. Oh, thank you, Tarshell. Oh, thank you, the informed. Oh, shucks. Thank you. If you are interested in doing a cruise with her, I also think she might be trying to put together another cruise at the end of the summer. So if you are interested in cruising, y'all make sure y'all reach out to Cruiser. The Christmas party, the Really Be TV Christmas party will be on Sunday. I believe I'm going to make it at around 5:36-ish. Okay, 5:36-ish. Because we're going to do it after the football game. Okay, we're going to do it after the football game. But we're going to do that. That'll be this weekend as well. Cruiser said it is June the 23rd out of Los Angeles. So if you are interested in that, if you want that information, y'all, let me know. I will get you guys her email address. If you want to put your email address in the chat, you can, Cruiser. I just don't know it off the top of my head. But if you are interested, y'all reach out. As y'all know, that's who I went on the cruise with back in August, child. We had a good time, honey. We had ourselves a good time, child. We had a good time, honey. Can't wait to do it again. I will do a review tonight. I'm not sure if it's going to be Potomac or Married to Medicine, but it'll be one of those shows. We hit our goal. All right. So we hit our goal. So that means that I will be doing a members only live this weekend. I'll let y'all know when I'll do that. It'll probably be Saturday. It will probably be at some point on Saturday. I will do a members only live. But I will spill y'all some tea that my eye in the sky has been sending me, okay? I will spill y'all some tea. I told y'all, the one thing I did tell y'all is that my eye in the sky told me December was going to be explosive. And as you can see, it's been a lot going on in the month of December. That's why I'm behind on content now, child. There's so much stuff going on. So tonight we will do one review. It'll be either the Real Housewives of Potomac or Married to Medicine. I do not know which one. It's just going to depend on which one I watch and I want to talk about. Tomorrow, I will probably do the other one. Whichever one I don't do tonight, I'll do tomorrow. Friday, I think I'm just going to double up on Bell Collective and do both episodes at the same time on Friday night. Love and Marriage Huntsville, I may just let that one go and not do a review on it. It depends on my timeline. I still want to do the review on the Girls Gone Wild documentary on Netflix and the Jerry Springer documentary. I think that's on Netflix too, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's Hulu. But we're going to talk about that. Some point over Christmas break. We're going to talk about that. Am I going to spin the wheel? I'm not sure. I'm not going to spin the wheel right now. Hey, St. James. There you go. St. James and Cruiser. Bougiecation in June. Y'all better get on board. Get on board. Y'all reach out to either St. James or Cruiser if you want more information on that. I'm not going to spin the wheel today. I don't think so today. I'll do it when I do a tribe meeting. If I do a tribe meeting, I will, Brown Mama. But we're on number 6. We're going to get all 12 in. We're going to get all 12 in. It's on Hulu. Okay, Jerry Springer's on Hulu. Okay, Jerry Springer's on Hulu. All right. So we can head over to El Teddy's house. He's going to be talking about Matt Gaetz, among other things. And then I will do a review later on tonight. I do not think that I'm going to be doing a tribe meeting because since I went live before El Teddy, El Teddy had plenty of time to go over whatever stories he has. So I'll probably do a live later on, like maybe 8 o'clock if I do a live, a review around 8 o'clock. Okay. Oh, both of them are on Hulu. Okay, my bad. I thought one was on Netflix. So both of them are on Hulu. All right. So I'll be watching those. All right. Those are the church announcements. We're about to get out of here. I'm about to eat my dinner and listen to El Teddy. And like I said, I'll be back probably around 8:30-ish to do a review on El Teddy's doing one is talking about Matt Gaetz. I have the redirect on, so all you got to do is hold tight. As soon as I hit the end button, it's going to take you straight to El Teddy's channel. So Shanice, all you got to do is hold tight, boo. Hold tight, my love. And it's going to take you right over there so you can hear what he has to say about Matt Gaetz. Yeah. So I'll be back around 8:30. And we'll talk about either Real Housewives of Potomac or Married to Medicine. Not sure which one. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.